Amelia Earhart, Amelia Airhead. Am I right?
Oh, this is where you crash the plane.
Welcome back to the Jojitorium. Well, I think remember too. Whenever we found the German Scheiser porn. Let's not lie to each other. You're in twerk classes over there. That's what
yeah. That's all it is.
The fitness class.
Working on them TikTok videos you like so much.
Dead face.
Got right in front of you.
Welcome back to Jojitorium. You know who it is. It's Adam. It's Matt. We're decaying with the boys. And The Rock came back, but it doesn't matter because we're fighting Roman at WrestleMania.
It's time for us to finish our story.
The internet is huge and there is a ton to sift through, but one app makes it easier. Enter Newsly, an all-in-one audio super app for you and on your iOS and Android devices. This intuitive app curates the most trending topics on the web at any given moment and reads them to you in a natural human voice. Browse the vast topics covered and start getting informed on the things that interest you. But Newsly doesn't stop at news. Oh, no. It has podcasts too, including your boys right here. That's right, the beer swilling, kiss stealing, jet flying, limousine riding, podcasting heels, decaying with the boys. You can download and use Newsly for free right now at newsly.me with a link in this episode's show notes. And if you use promo code DECAY, DECAY, you can get a 1 month free premium subscription. So what are you waiting for? Get Newsly right now, but just make sure you tell them that the boys sent you. Welcome back, Adam.
Here we are.
I have an announcement for you.
Good.
We might have a sponsor.
Finally.
Yeah. So Daddy checked his emails like I normally do. In my normal 45-minute morning routine, and I'm checking my emails and I see one from Sheets. And I was like, dude, I love Sheets.
And they love the podcast.
And they certainly do.
Clearly.
We found out because they sent me this email and it said, hey, we know you're hungry, fat fuck. Would you want a hot dog? And I was like, yeah, I want Glizzy's. But it was real seductive. It was like, hey, do you want to get some tasty? We know you do, you freak.
Just click this button.
Click the button.
We heard your Ohio size and you would like hot dogs.
I am. I'm tall and thick. I kind of like Columbus. So I put it out there. I was like, I'll just, this is funny. I'll put it out there on like all our socials. Man, they got real flirty on X.
They did. So I saw I saw their response on Facebook, which was tame. They were just like, well, click that button and get yourself a hot dog. It's like, oh, come on.
Yeah,
play with
better
us.
than that.
Thanks for replying.
Yeah, it's cool.
But come on,
dude.
Play with us a little bit.
Oh, they did. They went to X.
So what did they say on X?
So on X, they didn't say anything. They just gave me the SpongeBob gift where he's like, give me that lip bite. Listen,
I mean, you can sponsor us just with hot dogs.
That's what I'm saying. Here's the thing. Sheets may or may not know this about the Jojitorium. We love Glizzies. So this is Glizzy Central. If you don't know, the Glizzy-Bunny comes every once in a while, orders 24 hot dogs and hides them in different spots.
It's also been my New Year's resolution at this point.
What?
I think I've eaten at least one hot dog per day.
From Sheets?
No, just in general.
Just in general?
Because we had a hot dog bar as part of our New Year's party.
So
we had a lot of leftovers.
So you just been eating hot dogs continuously, running train on hot dogs.
Yeah, that's like all I eat. I've actually been dropping weight just because
diarrhea,
it's wrecking my stomach.
You just have diarrhea. There's never been a hot dog where I'm like, that's a good choice.
I mean, it's a solid all beef frank. Not as good as Sheets. Sheets makes premium beef.
They do.
But I did get really nice mustard for it, so I'm kind of hooked.
Oh, that's good. What did you like a Dijon?
A Dijon, baby.
Nice.
Yeah,
a little
Dijon,
spicy mustard.
or I switch it up and I do a little shredded cheddar cheese and Frank's Red Hot. Oh,
ooh, dude.
Yeah, it depends how I'm feeling.
So you can run to Sheets right now and use our promo code DECAY, and you can get a free. No, you can't. You can't get a free hot. But if we get sponsored, that's dope.
That might happen.
Or hear me out.
Nacho cheese and chili on that dog.
I get to bang Sheets.
I mean, like the gas station.
I don't know the logistics of it right now, but either we get sponsored or I get to have coitus with Sheets.
I mean, It's better than some of the other gas stations out there, right?
Yeah, like Get Go.
Get no.
What about Sunoco?
No Hoko. I don't know. So no.
No.
Am I just going to add no to all these?
Yeah, you could do that. What about Wawa?
I'd like to take a look at their mama.
Nice.
Hey.
If you could pick one of the gas stations to be like the I don't know, like the cigarette smoking, like which one would it be?
I mean, that's Wawa.
That's what.
Oh no, you know what? That's the Circle K.
Yeah.
That's that Midwestern.
Yeah.
That's that Midwestern. Mom left the family.
Oh yeah,
you
that's
know?
like dad's like.
Instead of dad went out and
When's
get a
she coming back?
Mom went out and got some Winstons and never came back. Last time they caught eyes on her, she was at Daytona Beach and living it up. And she's gone now.
Just hitting that Winston Gold pack. Like,
Circle K.
never wanted kids anyway.
Circle K will be your stay-at-home mom that leaves the family.
You want to know how you know that for sure too? Their slushies are the sweetest. They trap kids in there. They're like, we gotta make sure the kids stay home. So they give you sweet slushies.
But Sheets, we're loyal to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's like that's your nice upper middle class family, good school system.
Yeah.
Sheets.
Clean bathrooms.
Yeah. If
Historically
they're
clean
not,
bathrooms.
let them know.
Yeah, they got a big punch button, which I
They put jalapeno poppers on any sandwich you want.
that's all you need to know. So, Adam, we are in round one. You continue to procure some of the best beers in the burg for us to drink. Put it all together, what we call it. Round one beers. What are we drinking?
Round one beers. We're going local today, and we're starting with one of our local favorites right here down the road from the Jojitorium. We got Abjuration's Triple IPA version 2.2 coming in at a lofty, hefty, 10.1%.
Oh, God.
So we're going to split it.
Okay.
And I got some stats on the back here. They
Wonderful.
nicely put on there, but
Okay.
let's...
Sound effects. So you want to go to Abjuration Brewing on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, X, and they also have a Threads, I do believe. These guys have been in the game for a minute, and they name their beers kind of like you would name science experiments. But there's no experiments here, baby. These are just good, just flavorful beers. Sour game's on point, and I'm excited for this because their IPAs never leave anything out. They are usually pretty patched
I think
up.
they try not to brew the same thing twice. They keep it fresh. They keep it moving over there. They keep tweaking them recipes. So, yeah, well, like I said, we got a triple IPA here, brewed with Pilsner, oats, and wheat, and hopped with, there's quite a list. We got Idaho 7, Citra Cryo, Motueka Cryo, Super Delic, and that's it. And then they did some on the hot side, did some in the dry hop.
Nice.
So, baby, I will tell you what, it's juicy. I took my first sip.
It's a delicious war between that Idaho and Citra.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
they're just battling for my taste buds
Yeah, that
right
color, the color is beautiful. I'm not gonna lie, I've had this. This is the last can I've had. So I've had it for a couple weeks, waiting for the right episode to do it.
And this is
but
it.
it's lost nothing. It's still super fresh.
Yeah.
Still very hazy, very pillowy.
Yeah.
Very dank.
I would say, yeah, I think the much akin to the beers we had from over there at Arboretum, the mouthfeel is on point. Nice and pillowy.
Yeah, that's really good. It's like a overripe fruit,
Yes.
hard candy.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yeah.
is that good?
That nice little punch of dank, just
Yeah.
like
A little bit of
elevates it.
sweetness, but
Just-
it
just
just balances the bitterness. It's not too sweet, not too bitter. Right down the middle, nice and thick. Doesn't taste like 10.1%. Watch out. Tastes like it could be 6%.
thank God we only have one can.
I mean, really, all that ABV, like the only thing giving it away is the thickness of it.
Yeah.
It's got a nice thick body from that mash bill.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Other than that, it's not phenolic. There's no burn. It's going down quick.
Yeah, which is dangerous. Which, again, very happy we only have one can here.
I think this one might have the secret in it.
So, Adam, we're going to move into Cutman's Corner. So the boys hack and slash of the internet to bring you the goriest horror news in the haunted house. So if you didn't know, David Gordon Green was the director of Exorcist Believer. However, he has decided that he no longer wants to be involved in the series. And the crowd goes wild because Believer was a flop with both critics and fans. But that still does not mean that the first movie was up for Believer. Deceiver is supposed to be coming out on April 18th of 2025. However, Universal and Blumhouse have decided, no David Gordon Green, we don't make the movie. So they've scratched out of their production calendar.
Kidding. You can't find somebody else to do it?
I don't think anybody wants to jump on this vehicle right now, buddy. But there are people out there. But, I mean, realistically...
Are they...
Yeah.
Are they that... He must just be doing it for cheap. Because were they that psyched about what he did with that Halloween reboot?
They were ultra psyched with what he did with that Halloween reboot because that Halloween reboot brought so many fans of horror back to theaters.
Evil dies tonight. And that was just timing.
But that's old. Like that. I mean, that's like a later on. We're talking about the very first one when he did the 2018.
No, because that one was maybe that was in theaters, huh?
That was So he did 2018, which was.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
the Kills I watched at home.
Yeah, and Ends I watched at home as well, and Ends was terrible. But the first one was wonderfully gory and brutal, which earned him this.
Yeah, you know what? It was way better than the second and third.
Absolutely, yeah.
I don't know if it was great, but it was pretty.
I really
decent.
I really enjoyed it. But like I said, THR reports that on January 11th that David Gordon Green left production, and now the sequel is off the production calendar. It's in production hell. They don't know when they're going to get someone to come on and take care of it.
I mean, did you see Deceiver?
I tried.
It was, or not Deceiver. What was the first one called?
Believer. Yeah. I tried.
Pretty bad.
Great concept.
It would have been better. I mean, it was a knock. You could have knocked it out of the park if you just did almost a shot-for-shot reshoot with updated acting and like effects and camera work.
Yeah,
and just kept the same story.
It was right there
just
for you.
Reboot it.
Yeah,
I don't know why you had to get like the world involved in it. And two girls and.
But then, like,
Dad didn't care.
Yeah, Dad did not. Talk about leaving for cigarettes. That dude was like, "Fuck this."
Dad did not care.
But then they tried to bring Linda Blair back at the end. Spoiler alert. Tried to bring Linda Blair back at the end, and you're like, oh, shit. This sets up the next one because she's going to reprise her character. I don't know, man. Like, it just wasn't – it was flat. It was flat the whole time. And, like, characters weren't believable. Development sucked. I mean, beautifully shot. Beautifully shot. I thought that was great. But
I'm glad he's not. Well, we'll see what – I don't know. Maybe there isn't a second one.
Oh,
I mean, the whole franchise has been cursed on and off.
Yeah. Should have stopped at Exorcist 3. That's where you should have stopped.
I mean, should have never made the second one either. That was horrible.
You had to make the second one to get to the third. First one's amazing. Third one's really good. Second one is mid. And then everything from that point forward
Second one is still the worst, in my opinion, I think. I think it's even worse than Believer.
Yeah, I could agree with that. Yeah.
Just because it wasn't shot very well either.
It really wasn't. It was like someone got a potato out and put a camera.
So there you go,
lens on
Believer.
Yeah.
You weren't the worst one.
But on the flip side, best news I've heard in a long time, because one of my favorite franchises is 28 Days Later. So there's a sequel coming out that's going to start a trilogy. It's 28 years later, and that's what Danny Boyle and Alex Garland are reportedly reuniting for this film. So a sequel to the hit 28 Days Later is reportedly in the works with those two guys, 2 decades since the 2002 original. And if you haven't seen the 2002 original, it is quintessentially one of the best zombie movies of modern cinema.
And still holds up.
Oh, absolutely.
I saw it maybe not last year, but 2 years ago, and it was still great.
Yeah. It holds up. The gore factor's there, and it feels just guerrilla enough.
Yeah,
where it almost feels like a documentary at certain times. Fantastic. So this new film will reportedly be a reunion of those directors, and they served as executive producers on the second one, which wasn't that bad. So, and then anonymous sources say that the project would be shopped around to studios, streamers, and other potential buyers later on this week as we're filming this for you guys. So who knows? By the time you listen to this, it could have been picked up.
It could have been picked up already.
Yeah.
Come on, Netflix, do it.
Yeah, Netflix, what are you doing, man? I heard you were trying to get a Brennan Schaub stand-up special. Why the fuck would you spend money on that?
You know what? Forget you, Netflix. Shutter Original right here. Shutter Original 28 years later.
Amazon Prime has entered the chat. They are just trying to scoop up all kinds of property, and I would trust them at this point, too.
I heard about a new movie I have to watch on there.
What's that?
It's supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah?
I forget what it was called. Salt something.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Saltbound?
yeah.
Salt Bay?
No, no. No. I think it is Saltbound.
Saltbound, something like
Because
that.
I saw it when I was flicking through last night. Actually, I was trying
heard
to
it was
find
good.
watch.
I heard it was good, and then somebody else said it was gross. So I'm like, well, sounds good to me.
Two things I need. Yeah.
I heard dark humor, and I heard gross.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
I'm here for it. And also Destroy All Neighbors.
I just saw a review on that today. And
I don't care. They could have been like, it's trash. I'm watching
I
the shit
don't know
out
when
of it.
that hit Shudder at some point,
Yep.
right?
It's
I was
out right
just
now.
On must have came out today because
Mm-hmm.
I was on there last night and there was nothing.
It's
I hadn't
delicious.
seen before. So
Yeah. So, Adam, we are going to go into combat sports. These are Buckle to Bellator and about the Bush bringing the best combat sports in the bell. UFC 300 adds a highly anticipated women's strawweight title match. So, Zhang Weili was a little bored until January 10th when Dana White decided that he would announce a strawweight championship match and having Weili tangle up with a formidable challenger in Jan Zanoan. Yeah?
good job.
Thank you.
I was waiting.
Yeah.
You saw me just smiling.
I
over
know.
here.
I felt you off the side of the camera here. So Weili will enter this matchup. She's 24-3 in MMA overall, and she's 8-2 in the UFC. And she is the number 2 pound-for-pound woman in the world and the number 1 ranked strawweight. We also have her last 2 matches going against Carla Esparza, where she won the strawweight belt, and Amanda Lemos, where she won by unanimous decision. But she has yet to string 2 defenses together in her entire history of holding belts in MMA. Now we look at Zeonan, and she's 15-3 in MMA, and she's 8-2 in the UFC, but she's the 5th ranked strawweight right now in that division. Her last 2 matches, which might break your heart, Jessica Andrade took her down in a dumpster fire of a match, and she also beat submission specialist, young up-and-comer, Mackenzie Dern.
Yeah, that one hurts.
Yeah, Mackenzie Dern, she was
Dern.
kind of
I like Dern a
rocketing
lot.
there a little bit, and she just couldn't match up with the strength, man.
Right. She'll be back.
So I reached out to friends of the podcast, bestfightingodds.com. You can find them online, bestfightingodds.com. And they provided me with the current line for UFC 300. And we have Weili coming in at as the favorite at minus 325 and Jan coming in at plus 260. So the line isn't too far away.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I think it is too at this point because you see, I think Jan has shown with wins over 2 very formidable opponents that
yeah, definitely.
I think that line's just.
Yeah, and I think she is 5th ranked just because she hasn't fought anybody in those top 4, but like she's in the conversation. Just because she's number 5 doesn't mean she's not worthy of this fight. She's beat some formidable opponents there in the strawweight. So
well, I think too the strawweight division, the women's UFC division is stacked, much like the men's light heavyweight division on their side too. It's a murderer's row right now. So like being ranked 5th, I mean you're basically you're up in the top pound.
it's a 4-way tie for 1. Yeah.
It really is, yeah. So Adam, is 2024 the year of Francis Ngannou?
Could be.
Because if you had this on your bingo card, you either have Biff's Sports Almanac, or you just ripped out on shrooms and thought this sounded cool. But
Or you drank a couple of these triple IPAs.
and you're like, I know what's going to happen.
I could see the future.
And if your future held Francis Ngannou scheduling a fight against the 2-time WBC champ Anthony Joshua, you won a free bag of fucking popcorn because that fight is now scheduled to go to Saudi Arabia on March 9th of 2024. And that's going to be at the same place where he had the historic fight. Ngannou had a historic fight against WBC heavyweight champion Tyson Fury. This is incredible.
I mean, Saudi Arabia loves him. He could really, really prove himself here.
And if you look at it too, that fight earned him a top 10 spot in the heavyweight ranks. He's holding on to number 10, and
With one fight.
yeah, with one fight. But I mean, if you're gonna aim for the king, right?
Might as well.
And he didn't miss. Honestly, I mean, I'm still. I look at those replays and I still think Ngannou had a real argument for winning that fight.
I think you will.
Yeah. But this could be a make or break for either guy because if Ngannou wins, he has a very easy pitch to be the opponent against the winner of Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk. But if he loses, he could be relegated to a guy who caught lightning in a bottle and just simply caught the heavyweight champ off guard.
Yeah, I mean, even if you lose to Anthony Joshua, then you're still top 20, top 15.
Easily,
like,
yeah.
You're going to have to
battle back up,
yeah. And don't fight somebody at that level again. But I think he will do fine.
I think he will, too.
Even if he loses, he will look as good as he did.
I think so, too.
Against Tyson Fury.
And
I really doubted his ability to go the distance and his ability to last through the rounds, and he did it. So,
and the other thing about him, too, that I was really impressed with is that he's talked about how much he learned from that fight from Tyson. So I think he's going to build on what lost him the match, and he's going to only reinforce that. I mean, the common strike against someone who gets into stand-up boxing later on in their fighting career is that your footwork isn't too strong. But his footwork looked great. I didn't have any qualms about that. But if they're like speed it up or maybe start getting more glances, you know, and you have Mike Tyson teaching you that patented just circling around your opponent, I think Ngannou has a really good shot at beating Joshua.
Size. He's huge.
Yeah.
And he's got the power.
So on the flip side of this, if Joshua wins, he solidifies his spot as one of the top heavyweights in the division, and he also will cement his spot as the fighter that takes on the winner of Tyson and Usyk.
I would like to see him versus Usyk, to be honest. I'd like to see Ngannou against anybody, too, so it doesn't matter.
But if he loses, that is going to be a big tumble for him down the rankings. It's going to be hard for him to come back from that because that division is stacked.
Thankfully, they're in Saudi Arabia and very bribable.
Yes, that is true.
Just don't get knocked out.
Yeah, that's it. As long as you keep your fucking mouthpiece in, you're going to be able to come back and fight again. Don't worry about it. So, Adam, we are moving into going over or jobbing, your favorite segment of the first half.
It is.
So, Adam, I have to ask you, will AEW run the Daniel Garcia organic push the right way and get him into the same space as Swerve Strickland?
That is jobbing. There's no way.
You don't think?
I don't think he's a big deal. I don't see it. Everybody, I guess he is a good technical mat wrestler, but he has no look.
No?
He looks like generic creator wrestler number 2. Like if you just flip through the things. He has that goofy dance gimmick, which is mid-card. That's going to keep you in the mid-card forever. You don't do the dance thing. You have your manager do the dance thing. That's how Swerve got over. Swerve comes out looking like the hard man, looking like he could slap Prince Nana at any second for dancing like that.
That is true.
You know what I mean? Like he comes out
hard.
Intimidating.
He does.
There's nothing intimidating
that
about
look he has when he comes out in like the fur coats and he's just staring. Yeah, I mean he looks intimidating. But I have to disagree with you.
Garcia trying to submit people on tables and falling off. Like even if that worked, I hate when they do a submission on the table, thinking, "Oh, it hurts so much worse because it's on a table."
I can't believe we're elevated.
No, but you're not. You're higher when you're in the ring. You're down lower on the floor.
I think the thing about
we're closer to sea level.
that the table spot too becomes that much more dangerous because the table falls down and then you're like just you're scorpioning something.
Yeah, don't you dare injure Swerve. He's on the push right now.
But I will say this, Adam. I respectfully disagree with you on that.
That's okay. You're allowed to be wrong.
It's because Daniel Garcia, he does look like a generic character.
Nobody.
Yeah. But the way he's winning his matches gets over with the AEW crowd. They're not so much a sports entertainment crowd. They are a technical wrestling crowd, which is why you see the American Dragon getting over, which is why you, as much as you don't want to hear this, you see Mox getting over because he is engaging in more
he's not technical
New Japan pro wrestling style. No, he's stiff. He's stiff.
Yeah, but he's like...
No, he's not technical. I'm just saying he's stiff. But you see...
Yeah, but he's like cosplay stiff. He's not even like true stiff.
But what I'm saying is you see Garcia engaging in that stuff, and they fucked up, let's be honest here, back when he should have joined the Blackpool Combat Club.
They did fuck that up.
Yeah.
He should have joined there.
Really jacked up his storyline there. But now I think that Tony
But then it would be
Khan...
like, oh, we have 2 generic creator wrestlers because we got him and Wheeler in the same club.
Man, don't you talk shit on Wheeler. He's doing his best. You know, he's got that ROH Pure title. He's doing a good job.
No, he doesn't have it anymore, does he?
Yeah, he does. He's defending it.
Oh, that's right. He took it off of Shibata.
Yeah, with no outside interference, but he kicked him right in the balls. Twice.
There's no honor in that.
There is no honor. But I think, I can see where you're coming from, but I respectfully disagree with you.
We will see.
Worst opinion ever.
We will see. I mean, I believe that Tony Khan will try to push him. I don't think it'll be organic, and I don't think the crowd's going to like it. But
It's so
let's see.
easy. You
But
just let him go.
But if it doesn't happen, Tony Khan can just cry on Twitter to everybody and act like a mark. But let me see. The Great Khali hasn't won a match since 2011.
Great Khali versus Jinder Mahal. Sign it.
They put the title on Jinder.
Dude.
Just that Tony Khan's head explodes.
It would, too. Triple H would be like...
But your boy, worst wrestler of the year, Hook,
Yeah.
in the title scene.
Well, yeah.
Hey, because he's awesome. That's who's going to make it. That's
Hook?
who's getting the push.
Hook?
Oh, yeah. Did you see
Wow.
him almost say words on TV?
Yeah. So sometimes you want to
off the mic, just picked up by the camera going, next week. I'll see you next week.
His gimmick is I eat chips and I mumble. And
That's better than hip thrusting at people.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry. That's better than hip thrusting at people.
Daniel Garcia.
He eats chips and throws suplexes. I'm okay with that.
He does have a nice.
I also
exploder.
eat chips and dream about suplexing.
I was ready to say, you haven't taken anyone to Suplex City
Dude,
in a
I've
while.
been suplexing these grain sacks all day.
You did a really good job with that.
Belly to belly, over the shoulder. I did a half and half on the 2-row yesterday.
How many glizzies are you putting through Suplex City?
All of them.
Not a survivor amongst them.
Choke them out. Down my throat. It's great, though. I've lost 30 pounds, gained 300 points in cholesterol, though. It's tough.
You're just made of nitrates now.
I'll never die.
I'm impervious. If someone shot you in the chest, they would just let you absorb it.
I think the hot dogs are my reanimator fluid.
I was going to say, if I could say real quick, though, too, when you smelled different when I got here.
Oh, that's the salt.
I think you're sweating hot dogs.
It's the salt.
Oh, the Glizzy King.
Yeah. My generation.
So, Adam.
It's my favorite CD now, too. Chocolate starfish in the hot dog flavored water, baby.
So
you know we rolling.
Adam.
Good.
You just want to do Limp Biscuit?
My generation. John Otto. Hit him from the Matthews Bridge. We'll see how much of this you cut.
No, I'm keeping it all in. So how about Rhea Ripley taking on Nia Jax? That will be the headlining match at Elimination Chamber in Perth. Because that's the rumor on the street right now.
I do think that's going over, and I
Okay.
do think Rhea Ripley can drag her to a decent match. But that's going to be they're saying that's going to be the main event?
They're saying it's going to be the main event match. They're trying to push the women's division for two reasons. One, you have a stacked women's division in WWE that has, right now, not been used very well.
Nia Jax ain't one of them.
Listen. So the other part of it, too, is I think Triple H wants to show that he can put any women in a headlining match and it be better than the headlining matches over AEW.
They did just do Becky Lynch versus Nia Jax, and it actually wasn't that bad.
And Nia Jax went over clean.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, which they're talking to. That's going to be like the blow off there too. It's going to be Jax and Lynch. So Ripley will likely go over if this match happens, but then Jax has a collision course with Becky Lynch. I think it's going over as well.
I think it's going over, but I don't know if I agree with it.
I think it's going to be.
I got a hot dog bun in my microphone.
You're made of hot dogs. You have no hot dog. You had a hot dog bun on there. Do you have a hot? You had hot.
I did eat one right before you got
I asked you to set the board, and you're like, "Oh, I'm set it up right now." Nom, 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 nom. You are the Glizzy King.
I had like a nice healthy chicken breast, and I was like, I'm still hungry.
He said, no.
Just one. I just had one. It wasn't that bad. I'm weaning myself off.
I can just see you standing at your kitchen counter
Dude,
going
you
like,
can't quit cold turkey dog. You can't.
What? How many honest answer, Adam, how many hot dogs have you eaten since New Year's? Your pause lets me know it's way too much.
It's a lot. It's over 20.
Over 20 hot dogs? You have diarrhea right now. If I put that,
I've had it since January 2nd.
if you put the microphone against your stomach, it's going to go, help me. Jesus Christ, dude. Are you okay?
Yeah, I've never felt better, to
Never
be
felt
honest.
better?
Yeah.
Is your heart racing right now?
I sleep in real hard. Which is nice because it's like, ooh, look, I intermittent fasted because I didn't wake up till noon. I've been asleep for 11 hours.
Yeah, you had a hot dog coma. You actually had a mini stroke in your sleep, and the nitrates put you down.
I went from meat sweats to a hot dog coma.
It's a hot dog coma. Yeah. So, Adam, the winners of the 2024 Royal Rumble will be CM Punk and Jade Cargill.
I think that's probably jobbing, but if it happens, I'd be okay with it.
Okay, why do you think it's jobbing?
I don't think they're going to push Jade that hard that fast.
You don't think?
That's a lot of pressure.
Well, yeah. I mean,
although I guess you'd go with her and Rhea. Maybe that's the test. Maybe they're going to see how Nia and Ripley work together.
Yeah.
And then if Ripley can drag her through a main event match, then she can work with Jade. I don't know. Maybe
that's true.
Maybe. I do think Punk's winning.
I think Punk is winning. I think Punk's going to be the guy who takes the belt off of Seth Rollins.
Yep.
I don't know, man.
I mean, like that. Or Jinder Mahal. I think he's going to take it off of Jinder Mahal.
Probably Jinder. Yeah. I mean, because that he puts on the wig and he goes, I can't believe it's happening.
I like that Tony Khan's worried about that and not
his own
the
product.
Chris Jericho situation.
Yeah. Chris Jericho was on TV again.
Couldn't answer a single question about Chris Jericho, but
next
worried about the win-loss records on the opposing product.
I'm sorry, you said sexual assault? What about Hook? He's competing for the world title. Can we talk about that? Chris Jericho hasn't sexually assaulted anybody in years. Like Jinder Mahal hasn't won a match in years.
You think Chris Jericho's a problem. Jinder Mahal hasn't even won a match in 4 years. And he's challenging for their title? Look, we go off of win-loss records, and we have Hook. Oh, shit. Yes. Our main event for Dynamite is Hook versus Samoa Joe.
It's
basically Samoa Joe versus his left leg.
Yeah. So I saw someone post online, like, why are you guys pushing high school teenagers? And that's not like Hook is.
Tony Khan loves high school lacrosse.
Hook is good.
He is good, but he ain't ready for that.
Now,
he ain't ready for that shit.
No,
he ain't ready for that shit.
Because Samoa Joe,
get him some mic skills.
You mean get him to talk?
Teach him how to sell a little bit. I do want to see. I am gonna watch because I think it's gonna be
massacre.
A trainer
massacre.
like that 8 women's tag match this last time.
Botch.
Where my
botch.
My favorite wrestler,
yep.
My favorite female wrestler. They did the 8-woman suplex spot.
Oh yeah,
she lined up with the wrong team. Julia Hart, come on, man.
She's trying her best,
come
dude.
On, man.
She's trying her best.
Your girl Sky Blue had it right.
Yeah. Listen, man. It's
Julia Hart just tried to do a face turn on everybody.
She's like, today's my day. So, Adam, we're going to move into a break to hear some from some of our friends.
Oh, yeah.
Until
Sheets comes on board, and then it'll be Sheets and our friends.
And then
we're not going to cut our friends out.
And then I'll say this: coming up very soon here, you featured on Casting Views.
Dan, I didn't even have to sneak him in. You brought him up before I could.
Absolutely. And then we are on the Game Club podcast.
Yeah. Both coming up here in by the time you listen to this, probably like 2 weeks.
It's 2 weeks from now. So, you're going to hear from some of our friends, and those are some of our friends. And if you support all them, you support us. And when you support us, we do some pretty cool stuff. So we're going to see you on the other side.
I went to dinner with Dan. You'll never guess what our main course was.
He's on the run from the law, falsely accused of murdering his... Wait. Oh, got my scripts mixed up here. Here we go. This makes more sense. The Movie Wire Podcast with host Justin Henson. Hear Justin's movie verdict wherever you listen to podcasts. Tune in to The Movie Wire today.
Welcome back. Hopefully you heard something that you like, because again, when you support our friends, you support us, and when you support us, we do some pretty cool stuff. We are in round 2. We have more beers. We put that all together. What do we call it? Round 2 beers. What are we drinking?
We got a little bit of the 8-year anniversary stout from Insurrection Aleworks, right down the road the other direction here in Heidelberg, PA. Happy 8 years. First off, I picked this up a few weeks ago. This is an 11% Imperial Stout that was bourbon barrel aged, brewed with coffee, so you're going to love it. Maple syrup already. And bittersweet dark chocolate.
Yeah, it's, oh my God. It right in my face.
And it is called barrel aged Paint by Numbers Morning Sky, by the way.
It's a beautiful can.
But it was their 8-year anniversary stout.
Yeah. Well, it's a beautiful can. I like the art, and it pours very nicely. And that is Midnight Black.
As it should be.
sound effects.
Oh, that was a full
I'm
one.
saying, it's a wet boy. I got another one on me
Man.
too. My hand is covered.
Got a little bit in my eyebrow right now.
So if you want to know what's going on, Insurrection Brewing is Insurrection Ale on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, X. I think we've said this before on multiple occasions. These guys bring the absolute fire when it comes to their wing game.
Yep.
Some of the best wings in the burg.
And great beers. They got sours. They got IPAs. They got stouts. They have lagers now, and it is all good. I am there pretty much weekly.
That punched me right in the face.
If I could eat their wings as often as I could eat hot dogs, I'd be a happy boy.
I have a problem with your hot dog consumption.
It'll be better by next week. I'm going to try to eat them all this week and just clean up the fridge. I think if you just force them all down, if you just do one big haul of hot dogs and get them out of your life.
I like you. I like you so. I love you.
I'll be glowing.
But no, you glowing.
I'll be like greased up. Oh, it'll be so good.
I'm afraid for you. Can we contract for
I think
safety?
I'm gonna put it in my. I'm gonna take the juice out of the packages and use that in my skincare.
I've never
routine.
been more grossed out by you in my life. Just like
Let's do it.
you're gonna grease yourself up and slide through shit. I just don't like it. I just feel like you're like the Terminator in Terminator, the liquid metal one. Like you're just gonna like squeeze through bars and shit. But you're like,
It's gonna smell way worse.
do you think that liquid Terminator smelled like shit?
No, I think it's odorless.
You think it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. He's in that psych ward for a while, tracing down Sarah Connor. I think he has to smell like something.
I mean, once he solidifies again, I
He
think
smells
He gets stinky.
Yeah.
But no, I think in the liquid form, that just
Smells like steel.
like an aluminum can.
Just like that.
That one smells like bourbon barrel.
So Adam,
That one smells great.
You took some sips out of this bad boy. What do you think about it?
Very good. Again, man, 2 weeks in a row now, we're just doing the thick bad boys. But yeah, I mean, very thick on the mouthfeel. I get the coffee. I really get the chocolate. And I get a little bit of the maple, which is good. I like my maple subtle. So it's a perfect one for me.
Yeah, I can agree that the maple likes to hang around right at the back end of that, like the last quarter of that taste profile from the sip. But man, we keep getting the Velma of beers up in here, and I'm starting to get a little worried that it's going to keep increasing till one day.
I got some stuff in the works for next week.
Oh,
I have bad news for you, sir.
Yeah?
It is increasing.
Oh no!
So
Do it.
watch next week's episode.
Is it a secret?
It's a secret.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that for us. I like that.
Just to get, because every time I try to make a surprise, it falls through. So we're just going to keep it a secret.
That's fine. That's fine. Because if the secret falls through, surprise, we tricked you.
It'll be a different surprise. And I'll act like it works still.
So, Adam, I want to surprise you then.
So we'll do lagers in 2 weeks, maybe. We'll do some nice, light, crispy beers.
I like that.
But you have to drink 6 of them a half. So here we go.
I do owe you a punishment.
Case race.
Oh.
Matt gets to spend the night.
Sorry, honey. I'm so tired from work. I don't know. I have to stay at Adam's. Thank God for autocorrect. So, Adam, I want to bring back something we haven't done in a while here. Surprise for you.
Ground and pound.
Kind of. But nothing gets a thick dude more revved up like a best of foods list. And Barstool is no stranger to bringing their ideas to our eyes and ears.
Yeah.
However, as we've seen on several occasions, they're not very good at it. It's a bunch of skinny minis trying to tell thick dudes what they want to eat.
They do have a lot of small guys over there.
They're wrong. They're wrong about a lot of stuff. Now, their top spot that they've dedicated to their cookie game is okay. I give them credit for putting in some thought here, but I don't think that they could match up with our top 4. So, Adam, I challenge you to the Mount Rushmore of cookies, because I think collectively, mostly me, we will come up with 4 cookies that could smash their top 5 cookies.
Mostly you. I don't think so.
Yeah, it's going to... Well, here's the thing.
It's going to be a team effort. And by team effort, I mean me polling you through this.
Yeah,
Because
well,
your
that's-
list is going to be weak.
I don't believe so. So, by the end of this, we'll show the skinnies what they need to do to catch up with these thick baddies over here in the Jojitorium.
Sounds good to me.
So, Adam, these can be, for clarification, they can be store-bought
Okay.
or homemade.
Okay. I got a little bit of both. I'm going to do a little mix.
Okay.
Some people don't know how to bake.
Yeah. And some people do know how to bake.
Some people like to eat baked goods.
Yeah, I know how to bake a little bit, so maybe I will show you a couple things.
Let's do it. Let's see.
So, Adam, I did go back into the depths of our last Mount Rushmore, and you are destined to go first. So,
good.
You go with your first round draft pick. Who are you taking?
The first is by far the best, and I don't even need to tell anybody because it's already America's favorite cookie and has been since I was a little one. And it is the classic. No, it's not. It's the double stuff Oreo. Because it's just better than the original. I mean, classic from my childhood. And, oh, man, I ate my broccoli tonight. I get some Oreos.
Yeah.
And a big glass of milk. Dunk them in.
What was the amount of cookies your mom would give you?
3, I think.
I said 3's pretty much the limit. Yeah. It'd be those ones.
Yeah, until I could reach them myself.
And
then I got 3 more.
I had all of them.
Oh, shit. These are Hydrox. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm going to tell you right now, Hydrox is not on my list, but as poor people, when we were growing up, that's what we had, dude.
I mean, no, we went back
You
and
had
forth.
Oreos?
I had Oreos some of the time and Hydrox some of the time. But Hydrox definitely better than nothing.
Oh, yeah.
But can't hold a candle to Oreo. Nabisco did that one right.
Yeah. I would say they hit a home run with that one.
Good luck beating that one with your number one pick.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to go back.
Inferior. Oh, sorry. You didn't say it.
I'm going to go back to the hearth of my hometown. My mom, and you know this, she's a fantastic baker, and she's been baking for a long time. Yeah, she's a really good cook, obviously. She could probably make a hot dog that would really blow your fucking mind. So she did have some specialties that she really excelled in, and one of those cookies, and it is the best homemade cookie that you can possibly make, especially when you're making it with love, understanding, and Czechoslovakian background. And that would be the homemade double chocolate chip cookie. That big, soft, ooey gooey, pull apart, double chocolate chip cookie.
What's that have to do with the nationality, though?
Nothing.
Okay. That's why I was giving you that face. I was like, didn't know that was specifically
It's going to be a theme. It has nothing to do, but I like drawing you in.
I'm pretty sure that's North American.
Yeah, that's.
I was about to tear it apart when you said something like
What, like
poor ass cookie.
What are you talking about?
Like a oatmeal sawdust or something from Czechoslovakia.
An oatmeal. I'm going to make the cookies for my kids.
We got what we got. Eat it or let him die.
I put cigarettes in it. It makes you stronger. The nicotine make you focus.
It's the new tobacco toffee cookie. It's good.
Oh, shit.
All right, strong pull on your double chocolate chip.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
I mean, I do have problems with that besides your inaccuracy with the country of origin, though. I mean, really? Double? So you're saying it's a chocolate cookie?
No.
Okay.
It's an OG chocolate chip cookie, but you double the chips.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I do not have a problem with it.
Yeah.
If you were putting like the chocolate chip
No, that's trash.
over a regular
Trash.
chocolate chip, I was going to destroy you.
There's something about that kind of cookie that makes me I don't like it.
I've had some of these double choco versions.
Yeah.
I think you can only get them homemade this way.
Yeah.
Where they have the milk chocolate chips and the semi-sweet. So you get like different chocolates in you. That's pretty good.
You know what my mom does?
Or the chunks. Even better than the chips,
what
the
my mom throws the
chocolate
chunks in.
Yeah.
But you know what my mom did one time though, and she hasn't done it. She actually did it last Christmas. She put dark chocolate chips in it, and it was
Those are good.
Amazing.
I mean, they're not much different than semi-sweet, in my opinion. I don't know.
There's
Maybe they
an
are.
extra-
Maybe
there's an
it's
extra
just my
bitterness.
adult thing. I do just like bitter flavors
I did too.
more as an adult now. So who
number
knows?
two pick there.
Decent first choice. No
How
Oreo,
can, how
but
can you
decent.
put hot dogs in cookies? By the way, is that like a?
With extra mustard. A little bit of sour cream.
I fry the hot dog slices and put them on top of Nilla wafers.
No, since you went homemade with round one, I'll go homemade with my round two pick. With my by far favorite, which is I have no idea the country of origin, wherever macadamia nuts come from, because it is the white chocolate macadamia nut cookie. It's I don't again not a baker, not sure how you make them, but it almost has like the chocolate chip cookie dough base, but even more buttery. And then you put those white chocolate chips in that are just like little pockets of sweetness.
So
Mix
good.
them with those macadamia
Yeah.
nuts that just give you enough earthiness and roastiness to like balance out the sweet.
Yeah.
Bring it back in for another bite. Ooh, it's good.
Well, it's the crunch too. You get that little crunch
Yeah,
of the.
because it's almost like buttery and the crunch,
little-
the texture change with the nuts.
Yeah.
And it's almost like having a really good soft baked sugar cookie, but then
Yeah.
elevated because you got these goodies in it. Like, oh man, there's just something about it.
Those are really good, and you definitely stole one from me because that's hands down one of my favorite cookies of all time. Especially if you get a good homemade one.
That's a weird one though. I don't think you can get a good one like store bought. I mean, like if it's the supermarket bakery made it, they can be pretty decent. But like it's not like Nabisco or Keebler's coming out with a great white macadamia.
Do you
nut.
know that actually makes a decent one, and it's actually not too bad. It's not on
There's one I can imagine that would.
Sam's Club.
Oh really? Oh
Yeah.
From their like bakery. Yes, I've had some of their
sample
stuff
thing.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I was gonna say maybe Pepperidge Farm.
Oh,
could
yeah,
do a decent one.
yeah.
I don't know. I think I've had one once.
that shit's hit or miss though because
Very.
yeah,
Some of them are dry as cookies.
they really are.
Another
yeah.
hot take for my new hot take for 2024. Some of them Pepperidge Farm cookies are dry ass cookies. Them Milanas are overrated.
100%.
That's a Ritz cracker with chocolate on it.
Put a hot dog on that shit, man. So with my number 2 pick here, I'm going to keep going with stuff that I just kind of like. I mean, it just is what it is. I'm going
You're
to
allowed to do that.
I know.
I mean, but I can tear you apart for it.
I know. And so there's a cookie that I fell in love with when I was younger. I do have family over in Ohio, and my mom is actually pretty good at making these, but store-bought ones have always come through as well. It is the Buckeye, the peanut butter dipped chocolate cookie, and it's
See, that's not what I think a Buckeye is.
what do you think a Buckeye is?
So I consider a Buckeye it's more of a candy. It's not a cookie.
Okay.
And it's the ball of like sugar and peanut butter that's dipped in chocolate.
Take the sugar out of it and just make it a peanut butter butterball and put it in chocolate.
I don't think that's a cookie.
You disqualifying me?
Yeah,
Are you
because
throwing
I
a
don't
flag?
think you bake. Well, there are no baked cookies.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw the flag. I think that's a candy.
You
I think that's a homemade candy.
I don't know. My mom makes them, and then she always puts them on cookie trays.
And they're like balls. They're like little.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
almost look
little
like
balls.
chocolate covered cherries.
Yeah.
but with peanut
yes.
butter.
Yeah. You're not
Nope.
up to
Nope.
that?
You got another choice?
Oh,
I don't think it's a cookie.
Okay. So then, if I may, if you don't mind,
I don't disagree that that's delicious, but I
they're
don't
really
think it's a
good.
cookie.
If I could,
I knew
then-
you were going to have a couple of these that weren't cookies, and you're trying to sneak them in.
Fuck.
Don't try to throw a Hostess snack cake in either. I'm already ready for you.
So if there's a hot
Fucking
dog that I
crush
can
you.
put on a bun, no. So I would say, if I could, I would
Leave
say,
my addiction out of this, by the way.
what's that?
My hot dog addiction. Leave my addiction out of this.
We're gonna keep touching on that until you go get help. There's a hot dog anonymous line that I want to talk
That's
to
a
you
me
about.
problem. That's nothing you need to be concerned
That's a
about.
me-
I have it under control.
No, you don't.
I have it under control.
Okay, Tony Khan. So I want to go with it's the it's like the cigarette habits. Like so I want to go ahead and I want to stick then with homemade if I could because that was my next
That's
pick
fine.
anyway.
That's fine.
I want to go with the classic homemade oatmeal raisin cookie.
Ooh.
Because that nice touch of raisin, brown sugar, oatmeal, butter, when it all comes together and it's done the right way, it's nice and soft. You can dunk it in coffee if you want to, or if you really want to get real fat with it, which I definitely do, you can take 2 of those bad boys, put some ice cream in the middle of them, and make a sandwich out of them. And that is,
It's turning it not into a cookie.
I know,
I don't
but
disagree with you.
I'm going to go homemade oatmeal raisin cookie.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. That was definitely on my list. Definitely not my number 2. Yeah, I think you put it a little too high. But another cookie, don't know if you agree or not, that's not good store, like in the grocery aisle store bought. In the bakery section sometimes.
Yeah.
But there ain't, none of the big manufacturers are making
Yeah,
an oatmeal
okay.
cookie, right?
No.
Like homemade's the way to go.
Yeah.
Definitely one of my favorite. Have you ever had it with like a different dried fruit than a raisin?
Oh, yeah. I've had it with apricots in it.
Ooh, that'd be good.
Really
so
good.
my favorite is the dried cranberries, the craisins.
Yeah, dude. That's good shit.
I have Lori throw a batch of those in every Christmas.
Yeah, that's dude. Shut it down. Dude, there's something about craisins that
But even the raisin. I mean, it's probably one of the only ways I like a raisin.
Really?
Isn't it? Oatmeal raisin cookie.
I'm
not a big raisin fan.
Do you know the old man shit that I'm involved in?
Raisin pudding and all that stuff. Sorry, Dan.
I just eat raisins.
I could do it as a kid. I can't do it now. It's like a texture. It's like a... Most of the things that bothered me with their texture as a kid, I can eat now.
Yeah.
But that one went the other way.
Coming from the guy who eats hot dogs for a living. And
Oh, yeah, man.
So good.
Just the tension until it breaks.
The snap.
Bam.
No, I
Meaty goodness.
I eat raisins just as they are. I love just a good raisin.
I did as a kid. We always had the little Sun-made
packs.
boxes. Yeah. They were always in
I
my
get the
lunchbox.
bags now because I actually make money for once.
I do. I mean, I do buy their... I can't get enough of the cranberries. I don't think they're very good for you. I think there's a lot of sugar in them.
Dude, yeah.
I love them.
For as oddly bitter as they are nothing but sugar.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But in your oatmeal...
Oh, there you go. You know what? I will throw just regular raisins in oatmeal every once in a while.
Yeah. So I do oatmeal, raisins, dark brown sugar, and oat milk in my...
There you go.
Yeah,
That sounds pretty good.
Double the oat.
There you go. Look at you being fancy. You're like a real chef.
It's good for your heart.
I don't know though. I mean, you're healthy. You're healthy as fruit cookies, and as your second
Fuck you
pick. That's
talking
pretty
about? I
high
did
up.
double chocolate chip cookie.
It's pretty high up. But you just made my.
Go
You
ahead.
just made my choice clear and easy for my round 3 pick.
Why are you picking Doritos?
I'm going back. That's my round 4. I am going back to the grocery aisle. However, I'm grabbing another one from my boys at Nabisco. It's Nutter Butters, baby.
Oh, those are so good. Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, you're living under a rock, or maybe you're a listener in another country. But Nutter Butters are it is kind of a dry wafer-like cookie on the outside that's peanut butter flavored.
Yeah.
But there's also a layer of cream, much like an Oreo, but it's peanut shaped. The whole cookie's peanut shaped. And then the layer of cream is also peanut butter flavored.
Yeah.
So you're getting a little bit of the dry, a little bit of the creaminess. It's just good, and it's just dry enough that it goes with a good glass of milk again, and it brings you back for more.
Yeah. No,
They're addicting as hell.
They're
My
really
mouth
good.
is literally watering.
Because the thing about them too is you can have them with fucking anything. A glass of water, a cup of coffee,
A banana,
a hot dog, a handful of Doritos.
Stop with the damn hot dog, dude. Doritos and a hot dog goes pretty good.
Fucking good. So, Adam, I posed this to you.
Doritos nacho cheesy. Favorite Dorito flavor, real quick. Sidebar.
Dude, super fucking easy. And it's spicy nacho. And if it's anything else, I don't give a fuck. Listen, if you come at me with Cool Ranch,
get the fuck out.
You can't be friends with me.
Fuck out.
I don't like that shit. Spicy nacho, also spicy barbecue, quick second place. That spicy barbecue.
I mean, the only one I'll turn down is Cool Ranch.
Yeah, I
well,
don't like
and
Cool
I'll
Ranch.
still eat a whole bag.
Remember the old Taco Bell ones? The old Taco Bell ones.
Yeah, they were the best.
Bro.
Well, and then they brought them back in a version that was called...
Not good.
Man, we're going way off topic.
I know.
But no, it was the street taco ones.
So good.
Yeah, those were good.
Yeah. Really enjoyed those.
Oh, when they brought back the Taco Bell ones.
Not
they were
good. No. They changed it all up. I want that horse meat taste.
Yeah, they did the late night... What happened to late night Doritos?
I don't know, man.
Because they had jalapeno popper, street taco, and there was a third
That
one. I can't
jalapeno
remember.
popper one was fire.
I bought
Fire.
4
All
or
of
5 bags
them.
at a time. I lived
Yeah.
by myself at the time, so there was no shame.
Whiskey, Doritos.
Yeah.
Yes. So, Adam, with my number 3 pick here, I want to go with...
See, you want some Doritos.
Dude,
some Doritos and an oatmeal cookie.
dude, put them together. Round 3 snacks. So I'm going to go with a cookie that I fell in love with because of my watching of, baking shows and whatnot. It was something I didn't really...
Great British Bake Off.
Yeah. Shout out to Dan.
Cool.
Yeah. But Paul Hollywood.
Yeah, sorry about your raisin pudding. I just bashed, but...
So I'm going to put it out there for you. And you can get these at usually any bakery, or you can get them at the store, and they're pretty good. Macaroons. I like a good macaroon. I like the chewy and the crunchy and the different flavor fillings you can get in each one of them. You can kind of design. It's like the Honda Civic of cookies. You can get anything you want in the middle of them. And I really enjoy those.
Really starting. Yeah, this is the part of the Mount Rushmore.
What do you mean?
Where you try to piss me off.
No, I would never try to make
Your
you
fucking
mad.
fancy rich people cookies.
I'm not rich. I go to
Macaroons are so fancy.
I go to Giant Eagle and they just have macaroons.
They're so fancy and they're so mid.
What are you talking about? They're mid.
They're fancy and mid.
Oh, you can't differentiate.
And they're
between...
small.
No, yeah. Well, they're yeah. because you can't like.
They're smaller than an Oreo. What are you doing?
I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. You want to see me throat a sleeve of macaroons? I'll do it.
I love how your defense is. Oh, you think I eat them one at a time?
Yeah, dude. I get a mouthful or a throatful.
You're eating them like Skittles.
I'm taking those things a bag at a time.
That's too fancy.
I'm
It's
gonna
too
go-
fancy to be the best.
I'm going macaron.
Too fancy.
Well, because you can do different things with them. That's the biggest thing too. If you're like, I like chocolate, I like raspberry.
I mean, there is a wide variety of
Yeah.
flavors. I do
So you,
agree with that. I think they all taste
much
pretty much the same.
much like Skittles, you can taste the rainbow. So I'm going to go with macaron.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, put it in your list.
Yeah.
Put your macaronis in there.
Okay. What do you? Okay. So you're bringing up the rear with number 4. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, the best. All the way around. You can buy them in the store. You can make them at home real easy. Even I can make them at home.
Okay.
And you can put anything in them you want. They're phenomenal. The Rice Krispie treat is my
That's
number
not a
4.
cookie.
God damn it. I was trying to sneak it in.
That's not a cookie
Why is it not a cookie?
because it's
The Rice Krispie treat cookie.
It's literally not a cookie. I don't know how the hell you're going to get it. If I can't bring in Buckeyes, you can't bring in Rice Krispie treats. You know what? We've been doing this show for enough times here that I think we're getting sneaky, like espionage shit.
But you know Rice Krispie treat would make the final list, motherfucker.
Can I tell you right now, if we were doing fun snacks, yeah, it would make the list. But we're doing cookies, bro. Oh, you know, if you let Rice Krispie treats on, let's let fucking airplanes in. Airplanes are delicious cookies.
Oh, the Boeing 747,
Yeah,
right
it's
on in there.
delicious.
It's number 2, right behind chocolate chip. Yeah. Oh, fuck. I don't know if I want to go homemade or store-bought then.
Yeah.
I mean, you've gone pretty classy. I think I'll keep it.
Yeah.
I think I'll keep it with the regular, man. I got one more.
Okay.
And I've pumped Nabisco twice already. So let's go to our little elves in the tree. I'm going Keebler.
Oh, I like those. Which
and
one,
their
though?
best one.
Say it.
By a landslide.
Say it.
The fudge stripe.
Dude, the fudge stripe is the shit. If you were going to talk about those little fucking sandwich cookies, I was going to... We were done. This podcast was over.
Fudge stripe number 4.
Fudge stripe is so
Throw
good.
it in there.
Oh, yeah, dude. Talk about...
Oh, the chocolate on the back. Oh, can I tell you a weird... I remember we talked about how I ate Skittles and you got worried about me.
Yeah. Well,
When I was a
got
kid,
more
I
worried
used to
about
eat
you.
the fudge stripes. I used to scrape the chocolate stripes off with my teeth. And then eat the rest of the cookie.
Your affair with food makes me worried about you.
I would just because there was like 5 lines,
4.
4 lines.
Who's fat now?
Look at you. So yeah, you just I want the chocolate because you still have all that chocolate on the back.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Sometimes I go around the edge too.
Yeah.
Just scraping it off on my teeth and eat the rest.
Do you know what the trick used to be for us?
Those ones do suck in milk though. They fall apart.
Yeah, they're
real
terrible.
quick.
But you know the trick was for us? We throw them in the microwave for like 10 seconds.
Oh, I've never done that.
Bro.
Well, I guess I know it's on my hot dog list. I mean, grocery list for next week. But yeah, I mean, so for those of you who don't know, the Keebler fudge stripe cookie is basically like a shortbread cookie, vanilla cookie.
They fucking know.
pretty dry and cookie.
There's no way.
We have international listeners.
That's true. Sorry, Dan.
And then they dip them in kind of like just a milk chocolate and stripe them on the top with the milk chocolate.
I always feel like a
Four,
nougat to
apparently.
it, too, because that chocolate's very chewy.
It's very soft. I think it's just that's fudge. I think it's just like a cheap milk chocolate.
Can we talk for a second, though, how you used to eat Skittles when you were a kid with your butt? Is that like...
No, that wasn't the weird thing.
Oh.
Do you not remember?
No.
I told you, like,
You'd section them off.
by color and
Yeah.
then eat each color,
Yeah.
all the same color at one time. I still do it as an adult.
I just don't know how you didn't go to special classes. I just...
I do with Sour Patch Kids, too.
Still?
Yeah. I do with Sour Patch Kids, and I mean, I don't eat a lot of Skittles or Sour Patch Kids, but Halloween time, yeah, I still do it.
I can understand that. You're checking for razor blades, right?
No, I just like to eat all the same flavors all at the same time.
Do you think...
I don't like to mix them.
Do you think... So Skittles, for sure. But do you think that Sour Patch Kids, different colors, have different flavors?
They definitely do.
They don't.
No, they 1,000% do.
They don't.
They 1,000% do.
No way.
It's lemon, lime, orange, and cherry.
You know what it tastes like to me? Sour, 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 sour.
Because you're eating them all at the same time. They have distinct different flavors.
No. I've done.
You can put it on a poll, and now they have the blue ones that are like I think blue raspberry.
That's different though, because that's the one like we're going to differentiate now, and that's blue raspberry.
But it's in with all the rest of them.
Yeah, and that one shines. The other ones taste
the
same.
No, they don't.
You know what happens when you eat different erasers? They taste like erasers.
You can look for this poll on X later.
Yeah, well, I'll put it up there. Look next to the horny SpongeBob gif I got from Sheets.
Hey, don't say it like that.
What?
We're happy about that.
Okay. Thank you, Sheets, for flirting with me. If you want to bang, you can contact us on WhatsApp.
And then you can go one post up and say I was right.
Yeah.
About Sour Patch Kids being different flavors.
Yeah, that's wrong. So, do you also think that Fruit Loops are different flavors because they're different colors? Is that like a thing?
I think they are too.
They're not.
I don't remember. It's been a while since I had Fruit Loops. I'm pretty sure they're different
not.
flavors.
They're not different.
Apple Jacks are all the same flavor.
Well, yeah, because they're fucking Apple Jacks. Fruit Loops are different colors. They trick you.
No, but there's the orange, and then they start throwing the green Apple Jacks on.
He isn't talking, by the way. He hasn't talked fucking at all.
Oh, I don't know. I don't watch
Toucan Sam.
I don't watch kids TV anymore. I didn't even know they still do breakfast cereal commercials.
They're very sparse, but they're not the same. Before they used to get like a very energetic, very colorful character to be like, check out this sugar cereal that's going to kill you. And then now it's just like they don't talk, and it's always somebody else.
I like our sidebars when we drink barrel-aged beers.
It happens. I don't know what else to do. So, okay, I'll go number 4.
Fiber blast-offs.
I eat fiber cereal. I have to. I'm 37. I don't know.
I don't eat cereal anymore. Yeah. It's sad.
You don't?
No.
Anymore at all?
I just don't eat breakfast. I'll eat scrambled eggs on the weekend. That's about it.
Fucking hot dogs, bro.
Well, yeah, I can't eat breakfast and
you
hot
put
dogs.
Skittles up your ass and you eat hot dogs. No, I don't understand.
I categorize my Skittles.
One color at a time.
I've never put them in my butt. I put an M&M in my nose once, but I was 4.
34.
They don't melt in your hand, but they melt in your nose.
Did you scream, I'm Tony Montana before you just snorted?
Just took an orange one right to the dome.
I can see the colors. So, all right, number 4, Adam. Just to piss you off, I wanted to go with this, and I
swear, there's one cookie. If you say it,
what?
I might quit the podcast.
You might quit the podcast
if you say this one cookie. That's
if
the
I
worst
could
cookie.
figure out which one it is,
you motherfucker! It's like you just did it. You just gave me the hint.
Shout out to Sheets, because they would sell these in bulk, and I loved them, especially when I would show up after a night of drinking, and these cookies were readily available. It's the no bake cookies.
Oh, okay.
So these bad boys.
You threw me on a side quest there.
What'd you think I was going to say?
Fig Newton, because you said figure it out. No, because you said figure it out, and I thought you were going to say it just to set me off.
Fig Newtons, though?
I thought, yeah, I would have hit you with my microphone if you said it.
Oh man, dude, honestly.
So I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But I was like, don't say it, and then you said, let me figure this out.
I can understand where you're going with that.
Fucker.
But let me tell you right now, there's no way that Fig Newtons make it anywhere near this guy.
They're not a cookie either. They're shit.
They are 100%. And if you want a good alternative to Fig Newtons, it's the Bare Naked packs. The two things together, they're so good.
I guess
they have a raspberry one. It's amazing. But I'm gonna for my number 4
sorry,
pick,
no bakes.
No bakes.
Sheets made really good no bakes.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna go with no bake. It's a good.
Do you have a favorite? Because they had the peanut butter and the chocolate.
Yeah, peanut butter is my favorite. Yeah, so peanut butter no bakes are incredible. Especially the other thing too.
The chocolate are good, but the peanut butter is far superior.
Peanut butter is shut it down, and also too, it's for fat asses like me. I fucking love no bakes. But also, if you're like a weightlifter or an athlete and you need like a quick boost in your sugars and your simple carbs or whatever, those things are readily available, and they're like $1. Yeah. You can smash a dozen of those things for $12, and they're huge too. They're like the size of hockey pucks.
I've seen them at I've seen versions of them at like fancy coffee shops now, and they're called like protein balls, and they're basically the Sheets no bake cookies just with way less sugar. Because there's a shit ton of sugar in those ones.
Oh yeah, they're terrible.
So it's just like your peanut butter and your oats.
Yeah,
as a protein ball, and I think they might put a little protein powder in them or something. But they're pretty good too.
They try to make it. So Adam, with the pick 4 here, and I think we have a good 8. So honestly, I think if our listeners went out there and had any of the 8 that we picked, I think we're doing a pretty good job here. But do you have an initial pitch for me here?
Well, I mean, if our list doesn't have Oreo on it, you did it wrong.
Well, yeah, I can understand Oreo's on there.
I don't know what to sacrifice for yours because I think the chocolate chip cookie definitely is top 4. I will give you that one.
Can I throw you my idea then?
Sure.
Because I think that our bottom 2s would just duke it out forever. I think our top 2s are the ones that make the list. I think you have double stuffed Oreos, white chocolate, macadamia nut cookies, double chocolate chip cookies, and oatmeal raisin cookies in that order for the Mount Rushmore.
I disagree.
You want to try to... Dude, there's no way Nutter Butters, and Fudge Stripes, they do not beat...
I disagree.
Double chocolate chip cookies,
I didn't say that.
homemade, and oatmeal raisin cookies.
I didn't say that.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
I was going to surprise you. I'm disagreeing. I think another one of yours should be in there.
Holy shit.
I think the peanut butter no bake is superior to the Nutter Butter. And also maybe if we're already throwing chocolate chip in.
Yeah.
I think the peanut butter no bake should replace your oatmeal raisin. And then I'm fine with it.
Okay. I can roll with that. So good. 2 and 2?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So
I was almost willing to shut out the macadamia nut, but it's
so
white chocolate
good.
macadamia nuts
So
better than
fucking
oatmeal
good.
raisin.
Yeah.
So fuck that.
So
but the peanut butter no bake I did overlook. That is better than a Nutter Butter.
it is pretty solid.
I mean, plus it's like you can home make them.
You can.
But it's a pretty standard cookie. Again, a no bake. You just put them together and chill them, and
you're good to go.
You're good to go.
Yeah.
And the texture on those are perfect.
They're really good. So for our Mount Rushmore, we have double stuffed Oreos. We have the white chocolate macadamia nut cookie that's homemade. We have the double chocolate chip cookie that's homemade. And we have the peanut butter no bakes.
However you can get them.
And I think that those 4 absolutely smash anybody else's. But if you guys think you have a better top 4, you can send it to us. We are at DWTB on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, X. And don't forget about decayingwtb@gmail.com. We're also on TikTok and YouTube. So if you want to think that you can beat us right now, bring it. And maybe...
Are you doing our whole sign-off of socials before we get to the
No.
question of the internet?
I want to know. I want to tell these people out there how they can square off against the champs.
I would say to any of our listeners that are getting married here in the Pittsburgh area and Ohio area, we just made your cookie table for your wedding.
It's pretty easy.
Yeah, boom,
it's
done.
pretty easy. You're welcome.
I do have one honorable mention that didn't make it.
Yeah.
Nor would it break into the top 4 now
Yeah.
anyway. Because I didn't know what they were called, to be honest. I've seen them called many different things. But it's the peanut butter sugar cookie that you drop the Hershey Kiss in.
Oh, yeah.
You see it
thumbprint cookies.
every wedding. Yeah. So some people call it a thumbprint. I've seen it called like a teardrop. I've seen it called peanut butter drop.
That's how people I killed, bro. Get those
But I mean, a classic, at least a classic one here in Western PA. I don't know if that's a regional cookie or not. But
it's very Eastern Bloc.
it is Hershey.
Yeah.
Hershey Kiss. So
But it's
I think
a very
that's
Eastern Bloc
Pennsylvania.
thing because they would do thumbprint cookies and put like different fillings.
I also like those. I can't believe I didn't think of those for my list.
Well,
because like the fruit filling
so
jelly
good,
ones
yeah.
are good too.
So I will tell you, I had a couple honorable mentions as well. The pecan tassie, which is one of my favorite cookies.
That's a good one.
I would also say that my kolaches that I make, my apricot kolaches, are really fucking good.
Kolaches close to the thumbprint fruit ones I like, but just a different shape. Yeah, different shape.
And then last but not
Made a kolache
least,
beer last year with you.
amazing,
Yeah, it was
amazing beer. And then last but not least here, again, I can't let it go. Yeah, I gotta say it's the Buckeye. I mean, I don't like it, but
I just don't think it's a cookie. I think it's great.
it's delicious.
It's a Rice Krispie treat too.
They're delicious too. Put M&Ms in them. They're so good. So, Adam, we're moving on to your other favorite segment of our podcast. It's questions from the internet. So
yeah, I forgot to look over these, by the way.
That's okay. That's okay. This is
with
great.
me.
This is great because then I get your raw reaction.
I got so excited about the Mount Rushmore, I forgot to look at the questions.
How about you have to pick one of these to eliminate forever? So the lexicon of movies will be without this thing. Die Hard, Rambo, The Terminator, or Bloodsport. Which one are you erasing from history?
Dude, that's tough. I wish I did have
These
time to
are
research.
really good movies.
How many blood sports were there?
There were quite a few, but the first one's the one I'm talking about.
Oh, so we're just eliminating the original for any of them.
Well, yeah, because then the other ones don't exist after that.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, it's Bloodsport because it was the weakest series in
Really?
my mind. Yeah. Bloodsport, the original Bloodsport, a great movie. But then the lexicon after that
Yeah, they're really terrible.
Pales in comparison to those other three. Like Terminator 2 one of the greatest movies ever, in my opinion.
I want you to check your language. Point of personal privilege. Terminator 2 is the best.
Oh, well, I said arguably. It's probably the best sequel. I think we already did that.
Oh, yeah.
Rushmore.
And I will murder people like Skynet if you think otherwise.
Yeah, so there's no way I'm saying Terminator.
No.
Rambo had some really good ones.
Yeah.
Die Hard, unbelievable ones. So, yeah, it's got to be Bloodsport. I hate to say that for my boy Jean-Claude, but...
I'm actually going to go with Rambo. The first one was incredible. First Blood is incredible. However, as you went on, it was kind of like the same idea.
Just like how violent they were.
Yeah, I know. They were very violent. They were.
I mean, if Bloodsport wasn't on the list, Rambo would go for
yeah.
it too.
So I'm gonna only because
you can't pick, Die Hard and Terminator just aren't picks.
Yeah.
Great question, whoever
Yeah.
sent it in, but
also I'm gonna tell you right now, Bloodsport has some of the most quotable lines that I still use to this day.
it's true.
The Dimmock. It's just like it's unforgettable. So Adam, what is a trend that you wish you could phase out immediately? Whatever it is, right now you pluck it out of whatever's going on. You say that's it for you. It never happened.
Can it just be like a phrase
That's fine.
everybody's using?
Yeah.
That I've already brought up on this podcast
Sure.
before? Let's go.
You just let's go.
I've never wanted it to be a thing.
Let's go.
I never want it to be a thing again.
No?
Fuck you, Tom Brady. Fuck everything.
But it's such a
hate
it's such an easy thing to yell. Like, why is it
I'm okay with let's go Pens, let's go blah, but just like the
Homer?
let's go, like the college bro, let's go. It ruined it for everybody.
That's true.
It ruined it for
That's
everybody,
true.
and I wish it never happened. Let's stay. Let's just hang out.
Let's stay right here and have a great time.
So yeah, I
together.
mean, if I had to do a quickie because I didn't read these ahead of time,
you get rid of let's go.
that's probably it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably it. There's not many other trends I'm hating on right now until you say yours, and then I'll get fired up.
No. If I could pick a trend, I guess I would say it would be like the fake charity trend. When there's one guy and he's been found to be like a complete fraud. He's like, how many hamburger specials can you make?
Oh yeah, so like the fake. Yeah, philanthropic people on Instagram.
Yeah,
and
they're not
Twitter and
philanthropic
stuff. Yeah,
at all.
yeah.
Like they're frauds, and they're basically exploiting people that are home displaced, and they're just like they're ripping them out of that. Here's the thing:
They're trying to do the Mr. Beast thing.
That's
without
exactly it.
being. And I don't know if the Mr. Beast thing was genuine or not, but he did it first. He got it. And now everybody else is just trying to do it too.
And that's all it is.
Yeah.
And if you want to do, and there's an Instagram profile that
go ahead and donate
Yeah.
and give your money and give food to the homeless.
That's fine.
Just keep it off your fucking reel.
Right.
Like,
You don't need to do that shit unless you're bringing awareness.
stop making those poor McDonald's workers make fucking 800 burgers.
Like Jesus Christ, gotta make so many chickens. It's like we don't have hot dogs.
We both
quit
send-
asking for hot dogs.
We both send reels back and forth to each other from that parody account.
Yeah.
Who like fakes it?
Yeah.
He'll be like, "Do you want $1 or double it and give it to the next person?" And like everybody just takes the $1.
One of my favorite ones that I think I sent you was the guy who's getting chemo, and he's like, double it and give it to somebody else, and she's like, that's not how cancer works, Tom. But like that's the shit I'm saying. Like, and then if you want to find a good IG account that kind of parries all that, Scumbag Dad.
That's it. That's the one I was
So
thinking of. That's the one I was
fucking
thinking of.
good,
There
yeah.
you go. Thank you.
Yeah, that's.
I was like,
a
it was
great
something
one.
Dad, but I couldn't remember what the.
He's so funny.
He parodies all of the stupid
Yeah.
Instagram and TikTok trends.
And he has a podcast now too. It's really
I
good.
heard, and it's very insightful.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
He's actually a brilliant business guy.
Which I would not have guessed
No?
from his reels and his TikToks. But yeah, you get him, you hear him on that podcast, and I was like,
yeah.
I don't know if you're completely full of shit or not, but I believe you.
He
Like,
gets it.
Yeah, I
He
think you
gets
get it.
Yeah. Adam, last but not least here, what are you sure is 100% true even though you can't prove it?
Ooh, I got two. What do I want to
Yeah.
go with?
Do you want me to go first?
I mean, it's one. Yeah, go ahead, because you might take one of mine.
I'm going to throw this out there right now, and I'm going to say this, and I don't give a fuck who wants to fight me. The Dawn Blue dish liquid soap works better than all the other colors. There is something, I don't know why, but every time they have like this duckling is an oil or this dish pan.
It is usually the blue one.
It's the blue one. Why is the blue one better? Because here's the other thing too. because of who I am, I bought the other colors. And guess what? Blue works better, in my opinion. And I don't know why. But without being able to prove it with science, I'm telling you, blue Dawn dish liquid soap works better than all the other colors. I don't know why.
I actually can relate.
That's what I'm saying.
So I recently bought a 3-pack of the green.
Oh, fuck
and it's
that.
Well, it's like the new...
The weakest of the colors.
It's the new green that smells like game, because I was like, oh, that'll be cool. And now I'm so turned off that my pots and pans smell like laundry.
Yeah, it's like I can't cook sausage in this.
I thought it would work. And I'm like, oh, I can't put my hot dogs in this. You know, it's like, oh, damn it. But yeah, it was like, oh, man, all my plates smell like laundry, because that's just what I associate Gain with.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a dumb choice on my part. I like that one. I also agree. I always buy the darker the blue, the better.
And if you put like 2X, 3X,
But don't go too
Ooh.
far, because they do have a purple one. It ain't as good as the blue.
No, it's not.
It ain't as good as the blue.
Dude, Blue Ranger for life.
Dude, that's awesome. I don't have one that good.
I'm just saying, dude. I don't understand how that's even a thing.
Did we use Blue Giant Eagle brand? Not good at all.
Terrible. Dude, and I was going to say, too, before, if you put 2X, 3X, dude.
Oh, yeah.
And it's blue.
Oh, the grease fighting power, man.
I could knock a house down with that shit.
Can I do a flip side on you?
Sure.
Did you ever use Palm Olive?
Fuck off.
But green's the best.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Fabuloso. They have all those other colors.
Purple. Fuck yeah.
Dude.
Lavender.
If you're not using purple Fabuloso, a scooch
It's like not using blue Windex. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, I got the green one. Ooh. Shut up.
Preview of next week. Best household cleaners. Mount Rushmore.
So, Adam, we're moving into what's on tap and where you can find it. And
dude.
you are in one of the best times in the brew lab right now because you are having the time of your life.
Yeah,
so
you're
what
down
is on
here.
tap
You're down
and
here smelling
where
it
can you
today.
find- Oh, I am, dude. It's
After a brew day.
amazing down here.
Smells like a little bit bready, a little bit like coffee, because we did a stout today.
Oh, I smell hot dogs.
That's just me. That's not the beer. Yeah. So on tap number 1, we have the new newly named same classic recipe, Practical Effects. It's our cream ale from last year, coming in at 5%. And on tap number 2, we still have a little bit of the bubbly, our Bellini brewed IPA. Actually, we have a ton of that. So if you want any, come get it. We have a little bit of this keg left. But we have a whole backup keg of it still. Then on tap number 3, Jason's sleeping bag. Going to try to kick that one this weekend and get it out as much as I can. And then on number 4, we still got the Merry Crisis coming in pretty strong. Still got quite a bit of that left, and it's tasting real good. Real happy with it this year. So that's great. And then today we brewed up an oatmeal stout that'll be about 5.5% when it's done, and that should be ready in about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
With a new name, new everything, new beer.
Yeah.
So yeah,
New beer, new year, new beer.
And but same old hot dog fucking shit me. And then the next two.
I love you.
The next two on the brew schedule. The next two on the brew schedule for us are the English Dark Milds coming next.
Nice.
Which is let's have a nice cold pint and let this all blow over. And our Irish Red Ale, the Sometimes Red is Better, will be after that. Yeah. So that's the upcoming month and a half here. Yeah. So, boom, a lot of low ABVs. For winter, but then we're gonna kick it into. I got a couple ideas kicking for right after that, so we'll see. We're gonna crank the ABVs back up.
Yeah, this is the time of year where I start getting real excited because I feel like there's a very crushed beer that starts to come into our minds.
That usually comes around in January.
Yeah. It takes a real
in March.
fucking thick dude to come through to stir that thing up.
It might be coming back with a little bit of a chai beer that we haven't made in a few years. So we might have a little, quite a dark March and April on our hands here in the Jojitorium.
And if you want us going, Adam, down here in the Brew Lab, it is bash_brew on all social media. That's Facebook, Instagram, and X. Let's go to the boys down here at Jojitorium. We were at DWTB on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, and YouTube. Don't forget about our YouTube. You guys are incredible. Every time I throw something up, you guys are giving us the thumbs up. So subscribe, hit the bell, hit the likes, hit the shares. You guys are awesome.
Where's our Instagram at? We hit 1,000 yet?
No.
All of you watching, you're very good about it. Tell a friend. Get us to 1,000. Make Matt happy. He'll do a happy dance on the next episode if we get to 1,000.
I will. And my happy dance is a truffle shuffle. So
Oh, and it'll be on barrel aged by the end of the episode next week.
Jesus
So
Christ.
it'll be a good truffle shuffle.
I might do weird shit. Yeah. So
I'm gonna bring him some Buckeyes.
I'll do weird shit for Buckeyes. So from where we are down here in the Jojitorium with the Glizzy King, Adam Bashline, and the Buckeye Master, Matt Anderson. Until next time, cheers.
Cheers. Rice Krispie treats.
They're not cookies! Can I tell you what I did at Wendy's with my wife in the car? So we traveled.
You flipped the frosting out.
I used to work at Dairy Queen. No, so we go through the drive-thru at Wendy's. We did some errands, and then we get to the drive-thru at Wendy's, and she's like, "Oh,
you got some too.
Do you like? What are you gonna get?" I'm like, "Oh, I get that ghost pepper chicken sandwich.
Oh yeah,
really good.
Oh hell yeah,
yeah." So I pull up and they're like, "What can I get you?" And my wife she's a very classy lady. She gets number one, keep it classy, Dr. Pepper, medium. I respect it. They got to me and I was like, "Give me that sloppy fucking ghost pepper sandwich." Like anything else, I'm like, "Can I?"
Biggie size.
No, absolutely. Let me get that heart attack size, but also too. And they're like, "Do you want anything else?" I'm like, "Can I get the 6-piece chicken nugget?" And swear to you, buddy, they go, "Do you want those original or spicy?" I don't know. I was like, "What do you think?" I ordered a ghost pepper fucking sandwich. Yeah, and like without hesitation, it's a young lady on the other side of the thing, and I'm just joking around. I'm like, "What do you think?" And she goes, "I should have known better." She just gives me my total, and I go around.
Sir, I can see you in the camera. You clearly want whatever's ready right now, so you get it quickest.
Can I just have all the chicken nuggets?